This is Engadget. Here's what's happening in the world of technology. It's Monday, September 13th. The U.S. Defense Department's ambitions beyond Earth just grew a little clearer. Space News has learned the department recently put out a call for privately made nuclear propulsion systems that could power small and mid-sized spacecraft. The DoD wants to launch missions venturing beyond Earth orbit, and existing electric and solar spacecraft are neither suitable for that job nor suitable to smaller vehicles, the department's Defense Innovation Unit said. The nuclear propulsion system will ideally offer high delta-V above 33 feet per second while scaling down to less than 2,000 kilograms in dry mass, 4,409 pounds on Earth. On top of providing electricity for the payload, the technology will hopefully keep the spacecraft warm when in shadow and minimize radiation both on the ground and to other components. Responses are expected by September 23rd, with contracts handed out as quickly as 60 to 90 days afterward. Officials acknowledged they were making the request as a matter of expediency. NASA and other agencies are already developing or backing nuclear spacecraft, but those won't be ready for a long while. The DoD is hoping for a prototype within 3 to 5 years. This technology would serve as a stopgap that puts nuclear propulsion into service relatively quickly for near-term projects. While the request didn't provide clues as to what spacecraft were in the works, the focus on smaller spacecraft suggests it could involve probes, satellites, or other vehicles with modest goals. You won't see this power human trips to Mars. All the same, it's clear the DoD is frustrated by the limitations of existing spacecraft engines and wants a fast track to more powerful designs. And Epic may have scored a notable victory in its lawsuit against Apple, but it's dissatisfied enough to keep the legal battle going. The Verge reports Epic has filed an appeal against the ruling. The initial notice didn't explain how the Fortnite developer was challenging the decision, but there were a number of areas that left the company unhappy. Judge Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers' ruling determined Epic had to pay $3.65 million in damages for violating Apple's rules, barring third-party in-app payment systems, plus 30% of whatever Epic earned through its in-house payment system from November 2020 onward. More importantly, Rogers found Epic's monopoly allegations didn't hold up under scrutiny. While Epic did succeed in forcing Apple to allow links to third-party purchasing systems, it didn't receive concessions on allowing third-party app stores or obtaining fair competition for in-app purchasing. Apple largely gets to preserve its existing business model, preventing access to the Epic Games Store or similar App Store alternatives. Apple isn't completely satisfied either and is expected to appeal Epic's one win in the case. This fight isn't likely to end anytime soon, regardless of how courts rule in the near future. If you want to catch the latest tech news as it's happening, check out Engadget.com or tune in again every weekday.
Spoken Layer.